All right, peace. Peace and love to all you light bearers out there. Justin, I'm back. Another video. Um, Today's video is based on the concept of love versus fear. So, the world around us is changing so fast, man, and I just take the time to enjoy the simple things in life, nature, beauty, the sun. Just sitting outside with nature, doing my best to get back to the basics. But I mean, it's just seeing the things that are going on in our world right now is just pretty heavy on my heart. So it's just be getting out here on a daily basis is what I need to do for me. But I think people have misconceptions on what love is and what fear is. The world we live in has been doing its best to put as much fear in our hearts as possible. Some say there are beings here that aren't human, that aren't us, that don't have any love for us, that their goal is to control us without us knowing we're being controlled. And there are people out here who don't believe in aliens or other life forms outside of humans and all that, but there's so much facts on our planet that proves otherwise. So I'm not here to get into all that, but I am here just to say that listen to your heart, and do what's right for you. But I feel most people are doing what's socially acceptable, and they've done a really good job at making people feel obligated to conform to the social norms. If you look throughout history, there's a certain rhythm or beat or music that's being created segment by segment that is coming together for one purpose. And if you're hip, or if you're taking a step out to zoom out and look and listen and connect the dots and see the cycles and the patterns, it's clear as day on what's going on, from our food to our water. This water at one point used to heal us when we drink it. Now we're scared to drink it. Nature has never been out here to hurt us. Everything that we need has always been here. Everything that we use around us has came from this. Every piece of furniture, every piece of medicine, every stitch of clothing, all of it has came from nature. And they're doing their best to separate us from nature. And that also correlates to separating us from each other. And, personally, I believe that this situation that we're dealing with is meant to divide the people even more, to separate us from each other. Social distancing, and the mask. It's from a basic standpoint of just not even communicating with each other. I'm sure if we can find the statistics that show how the masks have reduced the amount of communication between people as a whole, not even saying hi or waving hi or even having eye contact with people when you walk by them. It's like a social muzzle. And now with the vaccine, I truly feel like that's going to make another division with the people, but in a way that's going to really divide the people in a very massive way. My goal today is just to get you to think a little bit deeper, a little bit harder, but not even necessarily think, feel. Listen to your heart, you know. Something ain't right. There's an agenda to separate us from each other and to turn us into something that we're not meant to become. You know, I believe in staying natural because that's what makes humans humans. That's what makes us who we are, is our bodies come from the planet. Our mind comes from the heavens. And we have so much light within us. That's why I say light bearers. You have light within you. And that light is what makes you different. There are beings on this plane that don't have light. They don't have light. They don't have souls. They want to turn us into what they are. And I know this might seem a little far-fetched for some of y'all, or for some of you, I might be, you know, speaking right to your heart right now, and you already know. But it's hard for me to speak on these topics because I don't like making people feel uncomfortable. But sometimes you need to be uncomfortable. And that's really where, you know, even working out or learning, anything worth getting, you have to work hard to get it, right? You know, getting fit is not easy. It's not comfortable. And our comfort zones, that's where they got us at. We're sitting inside in AC, you know, getting food delivered to us, having all these quote-unquote luxuries, which are gradually but genuinely taking us away from the essence of what makes us who we are. Our ancestors are not, I'm sure if they were here with us right now, they'd be pretty upset with how we've allowed ourselves to be divided and slowly but surely conquered for an agenda that's based on hate and fear. You on camera? But yeah, it's a real thing, you know, and I really just wanted to come on here and just, you know, speak from the heart. You know, I'm wearing my heart pendant today, so I think that's kind of what's really making me go outside of my comfort zone. Because, you know, I know a lot, I study a lot. I really, you know, my whole life is geared towards learning, and not just learning just to be smart, but learning so that I can further help the people. Because I truly believe that I came here for the people and to spread love and light and to give inspiration for those who will feel like they may be getting pressured into doing things they don't want to do, getting pressured to make decisions that are coming from someone else, and they're getting us so much in our heads that we no longer listen to our hearts. And our brain is one aspect of our knowledge and our consciousness, but we have our heart is our first brain. When you're born, when they know you're alive, when they know your mother was pregnant with you, your heart was beating. That was the first sign of life, is your heart. Your gut is a brain as well, you know. And they have us poisoning our stomachs. We don't listen to that part of our body anymore, our intuition. You know, that's our guidance. Our heart is our guidance. And they've hijacked our brain, and they've neutralized and silenced these areas that have been there for us from jump. You know, we're basically ignoring the signs. We're just running through stop sign after stop sign after stop sign. And they're telling you to stop for a reason. And when you get to the edge of that cliff and you're going 100 miles an hour, at that point it's too late.